In this brand new YouTube Create tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the process that you would use to import music from your device so you don't have to use music from the YouTube audio library. I'll be using a service called Creator Mix. I've been using it for almost 2 years and I have not had a single copyright claim or copyright strike. Tap the plus sign and add your video. The first time you add a video, it will take a few seconds to import into YouTube Create. Just wait patiently. When the indicator reaches 100%, you will be taken to the timeline. Before you add music to your video, all of your editing should be done. Take a second to watch your clip to make sure you're working with the right one. And make sure your clip is not selected. Then tap on sound. Across the top, just like before, you've got shorts, royalty-free, sound effects, and if you scroll all the way over here, you've got another option that says import music. If you see this screen, don't worry. Just tap on the import from files button, and when you do, you can see all of your music tracks. Go ahead and select one. It will take a second to import. Along the bottom, you've got a split icon, you've got a volume icon, you've got a fade. You can find the beats and use audio cleanup, though I'm not sure why you would want to do that for music. You can delete your track, you can duplicate it, and you can even replace it. With your track selected, tap on volume. I like to set the volume at about 4 or 5. Tap on done and play through the clip one more time. Tap on the share button to export your video. Adjust these settings, then tap on export. Here's the video. Welcome back to another video on Genmojis on your iPhone. In this video, I'll show you not only how to create simple emojis by combining random words, but also how to save Genmojis that other people send to you so that you can use them. First, you'll want to tap on the globe icon and select the emoji keyboard. In the field which says describe an emoji, type the words you want to use. When the create new emoji text appears, tap on it to bring up the Genmoji creator. Your description will remain in the creation field. Once Apple Intelligence creates your emoji, you can swipe left to look at the different versions that are created. If you don't like any of these, you can swipe back to the beginning by swiping right. I'm going to go with this one that looks like flame. Then tap on add, and once you do, your Genmoji will be added, and then you can tap the send button to send it. Both of these emojis now exist as stickers, and they also exist on your emoji keyboard. But what happens if you want to save an emoji that someone else sends to you? I'm going to swipe down and you'll see several emojis, including the red wizard. In order to save an emoji that somebody else has sent to you, you're going to want to select the emoji that you want to save, then long press and hold, and you'll see an emoji details option. Tap on this, and by default, you'll get the description that was used to create this Genmoji. But if you tap on the download icon like I just did, you'll notice that this Genmoji gets added to your stickers panel, and you can use it as either a sticker or a Genmoji. If you look carefully, you'll see the new emoji on my emoji keyboard. To send your new emoji, just select it from the emoji keyboard and then tap on send.